For too long, it's been too easy to laugh at Knicks fans.
And the Knicks lose another one.
Given the way Tom Thibodeau's rep had taken a hit in recent years, the Knicks hiring Thibs didn't exactly help matters. Except, it did. Could we poke fun at the fact Knicks fans spill out of Madison Square Garden following regular season wins like they just won a championship? I mean, we could. But with only a couple weeks left in the season, what it's actually time to do is admit we were wrong about Tom Thibodeau's New York Knicks. Given the way the Thibodeau era ended in Minnesota and Chicago, criticisms of his hiring were fair. Though he was once one of the league's most revolutionary defensive minds, by the time the Knicks hired him last year, Thibs was seen as an old-school coach whose methods had gone stale. He didn't seem to make much sense for a young, rebuilding team whose ultimate goal is eventually luring a superstar in the modern era of player empowerment. But every step of the way through his first season in New York, Thibs has proven us wrong. Everyone knows star talent wins in the playoffs, but you have to get there first. And you'd be surprised how underrated just getting a team organized, playing hard, and playing with an identity on both ends of the court is. I know that sounds cliche, but there's a reason every single coach and player will talk your ears off about those fundamentals. Thibs got the Knicks to buy into those fundamentals. And the result is that a roster with no business competing this season has somehow found itself fighting for home court advantage in the first round of the playoffs. A roster that appears to have more defensive holes than defensive problem solvers has maintained a top 5 defense from start to finish. That defense is the biggest point of contention splitting Knicks optimists and Knicks pessimists this year. If you look at the type of shots the Knicks give up, their opponent's shot quality, it doesn't paint a pretty picture. What it actually indicates is that the Knicks are giving up the shots you don't want to give up as a defense, and the shots that opposing offenses want to hunt, mostly at the rim and from deep. According to Cleaning the Glass, only Charlotte gives up a more damaging opponent shot profile. It's therefore fair to ask how much of this shocking Knicks defense is just a bad D being bailed out by some really good luck when it comes to their opponents throwing up bricks. But 60 plus games of elite defense can't be fully explained simply by luck. Watch the Knicks play, and it's obvious the defensive effort is there. Their opponent's shot quality might leave something to be desired, but Thibs has these guys busting their asses to disrupt those offenses, and to ensure those high-quality shots aren't necessarily high-quality looks. This season has also provided a reminder that just like players can continue to develop and transform later in their careers, coaches can change too. Thibs will always be somewhat of a hard ass, but he genuinely seems more player-friendly and cooperative this year. He admitted the need to evolve and look inwards himself. And the guy known for grinding practices even seems more flexible in that regard. Though we should note, Thibs still appears prepared to run his stars into the ground to milk every single win he can. We can't even troll him for keeping Derrick Rose and Taj Gibson with him everywhere he goes. Those guys have given the Knicks some solid veteran minutes, and it hasn't always come at the expense of development time for New York's youngsters, as many of us originally feared it would.
And you were wrong.
It's understandable that some might see a team being carried by an outlier Randle season, a team reliant on the expiring Nerlens Noel, and a team giving real minutes to Rose and Gibson in 2021, and wonder how much this year can really tell us about the Knicks' future. But you don't need to be wearing blue and orange colored glasses to find reasons for optimism. For one, no one should be writing off what Randle is doing this season as some blip. The guy has unquestionably improved as an overall ball player. And Randle, alongside Giannis Antetokounmpo and Nikola Jokic, is on track to join Oscar Robertson, Wilt Chamberlain, Larry Bird, and Russell Westbrook as the only players to average 23 plus points, 10 plus rebounds, and 6 plus assists in a season. The big man's doing that while shooting better than 40% from deep on more than 5 3-point attempts per game, and is leading the league in minutes to carry an underwhelming supporting cast to a potential top 4 seed.
Inbound to Randle. Randle's got to put it up. Baseline jumper. Got it! Oh. Julius Randle now with 42.
He's also still only 26, and under contract for what now looks like a very team-friendly cap hit next season. Randle can absolutely be a pillar of the next great Knicks team, and an unexpected selling point to future free agents. RJ Barrett, meanwhile, has quietly been one of the league's most improved players from the start of the season, and is already showing he can be an efficient secondary scorer on a good team at 20 years old. Emmanuel Quickley looks like one of the steals of the 2020 draft. Mitchell Robinson has some of the most exciting defensive upside in the league.
Can they get one more stop?
Brogdon blocked by Robinson. He blocks the three-point attempt. Payton throws it ahead to Rivers. Layup is good. And the Knicks lead by 6.
Barrett, Quickley, and fellow rookie Obi Toppin are the only guys on the books beyond 2022. So New York can eventually extend Randle and Robinson and still be a major player in free agency a year from now.
I think you may have something here.
Look, are the Knicks contenders right now? No. Do they have the franchise-changing talent that serves as the baseline of that contention? Not yet. Can we guarantee they won't screw this up and end up with a discount big three of Randle, Barrett, and some middling free agent they jumped the gun to overpay? Of course not. This is still James Dolan's New York Knicks we're talking about. But for the first time in, a decade, if not multiple decades, long tortured Knicks fans finally have some tangible reasons for hope. So you know what? You want to party like it's 1999 for some random regular season win? Screw it. Do you, Knicks fans? You've earned it.
Yeah, let's go! Yeah!
Thanks for watching. If you like this video and want to see more content like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button.